dog in your life is thinking? Well, join me, Liz Murdoch, animal communicator, talking with the dogs and finding out what dogs want people in their lives to know and understand. I've spent my life talking and listening to animals. So if you consider yourself a dog person or just happen to have a dog, I'm here to help you learn how to talk or listen to the dogs in your life. I chat with people too, sharing stories and tips on exactly how animal communication or being a dog whisperer makes an impact at home or when working with the dogs. So welcome to Talking with the Dogs podcast, a place where we uncover exactly what dogs want us to know and celebrate that every dog has a story. So hi, this is Liz Murdoch, Talking with the Dogs, and I am here today with our guests, Hallie and Bianca, who live with their rescue dog, Vira, who followed them literally out of the jungles and on a long bike ride, many miles, and ended up coming home with them to Los Angeles to live here. And we're going to find out a bit about her story, her adventure, and what she wants her moms to know. Want to add anything to that, Hallie or Bianca?
No, I think that you covered it.
How many miles did she run after you?
I mean, I think it's probably close to 7.
7 miles.
Yeah.
And you just say, oh my gosh, this dog keeps coming?
Yeah, we kept trying to get her to stop, actually, because one thing, we didn't necessarily even know where we were. We were trying to, get back to our hotel. And, we didn't know if she had family or what. And then also we had to go cross a main road. So that was kind of scary because she just came hauling down this main road after us. So she's pretty determined. That's for sure.
Yes. Well, I like to look at dog pictures like many people do on Instagram. And I saw your post and her smile, and it's got to be one of the happiest dogs. And so I've been following her adventure from the early days before she was even here in the States.
Yeah.
And I have been wanting to chat with Vira since then. So I'm really excited to find out, as well as you are, what she has to say about this whole thing. Vira, we're going to get started. You may notice that sometimes she will listen if she says something that she doesn't want you to know. Sometimes it comes out that one family member is giving a dog treats and the dog gets irritated because they feel like, oh no, I'm busted. They will leave the room. So just let her do whatever she wants.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. So Vira, I am going to check in with you, and we're starting now. And she says she's been ready for a long time and she's going back to the run because I'm sure that's what many people are listening to, that, this dog just followed you. You're on vacation, and who takes a dog home from vacation, especially internationally? And she's saying the bike ride was nothing. She loves the exercise. She loves the freedom of the ride. And what attracted her to the two of you was that you were actually really enjoying the ride too. And you were having more fun than a lot of people do on the rides. So she liked your energy riding on the bike. And so she wanted to keep up with that. That's what attracted her to you. And she says she did see other people on bikes, but you were having a lot of fun. And she says, I'm all about fun. So, oh gosh, she has a lot to say. She says, because she knows when people come around who are visitors from other countries. And she says sometimes they're a little stressed because they don't know their way around, or some might know the language as much. And she said that she could tell that you were all about fun. You felt very home there and very much at home. And so she knew, these are my people right away. She knew you were her people. She says she likes reading energy. She's very in tune with energy. And she says that one of the things that she likes about living at your house is that you don't try and turn her into a different kind of dog. If she says if you need space, or one of you needs space, it's okay, I just want to relax. Then she's I'm all about supporting that with a person. Or I can also be all about fun and games and let's go. And so she says she's very adaptable to a home. And that was what you allow her to be fully who she is. And that she would not want to live in a place, she wouldn't want to live in a place that she had to be a certain kind of dog all the time. Are you with me on that?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay.
You want to see her, or you're okay that she left the...
Oh, I'm fine. She's relaxed. I feel like she is saying that we've got this covered. She wanted to have more space to sprawl out, and that she still can keep an eye on things where she is. So you two are looking at each other. I can't see her anymore. Is that what she's doing?
Yeah, she's just like laying down.
Yeah.
She wanted more space. She's like enjoying this. So she can keep an eye on the two of you. She can hear me fine. She wanted more space. And you two are sitting on the couch, and she was feeling a little cramped, and she wants to savor this moment because she really likes it. So she likes the attention. She said she loved her life where she was living. She said it was fine, but it wasn't enough is the word. It wasn't the full experience of what she is supposed to do. And she says in this life, I am not somebody who's been like, I come from like this life and many lives, but that's what I hear her say. She feels like in this life, she has big purpose. She has big things to do, and you are allowing her to do that. She was definitely part of the village. They looked out for her. They took care of her. But she says they're philosophical too about a dog can come and go, and that it's part of a pack. And she said that there were other people that were interested in her, but the people who let her go with you knew she was going to a good place, that they didn't just let anyone just take her. She says they're not like that there. It's just different. They have dogs that walk the streets, that it's a different culture, but she said she was cared for and that they were like trusting you with her. So that's what she said. And she says, she's like, we can leave it at that, because she says the real story is that she made the journey from there to here, and she's settled in, and she's having fun telling this story and living her life here. She said that she loves the adventure and people hearing her story and learning about that a rescue dog experience, especially for those who were like, oh, you don't know what you get when you get a rescue dog. Or if you find a dog on the street, you don't know. It's going to cost a lot of money. They probably have high vet bills. And she's like, I'm proving that wrong. I am so proving that wrong.
Well, they're going to be crazy when you get them home, or, you know.
Yes. Yeah. She says you have another dog that's crazy, that's the crazy one. And
that is true.
She says you have another dog. So that's the crazy one. But she says it's okay because it's home. So Vira, I'm going to ask you, tell me about the home life exactly. How was it settling in? You came from another country. Did you have jet lag? How did you do on the flight? Oh gosh. Hi there. Don't get up. You just, for the listeners, they just turned the video around to show her sleeping or relaxing. She said she had it took a couple days to adjust. She had some digestive, she was getting used to the steady stream of food, and it was a little different. And so she said it wasn't a big deal, but she said, so her adjustment was mostly on that coming here, but that she everything's good now. And she went through the test, and what she likes is, she says she's interesting being inside all the time. She goes, it's not bad being outside. People think, oh, the dog is outside. She says it was fine. She was fine outside. She says what she likes about the inside is that the smells are so different. There's more of a mix of inside versus outside, because she was used to nature. But when people are inside, they have like food that they bring in. There's more variety of food that you smell inside. It's stronger. And that there are like clothing smells, people. It's just a very different life inside. It's like counters and when you're outside, she can see. She loves the difference and observing different scenarios and situations. So what else does she have to say about home life? She said it was an adjustment, getting used to living in a more confined space. And she says that still takes some getting used to, that she can't just go outside whenever she wants. And that I guess like it's more narrow. So she bumps into you sometimes, or getting.
Well, when she goes outside though, she gets like really excited. Like I feel like, it's such a confined space. She didn't even know what it was to even step on the ground. Like that's how she'd never even been inside. It seemed like, I don't know.
She's very timid when she first entered the house.
What is this with her paw? Like, oh, this is different ground even.
Yeah. And the sensations, like a couch to sheets to the tiles and floors, it's all so different. And then it's also more like, I feel like in the kitchen, there's like, do you have an island in your kitchen? Or like she has to navigate in between spaces. Sure. And then like the hallway is narrow. So spaces are narrow. So it's not like if she's walking next or behind to one of you, or if all of you are walking down, like you're walking down the hallway. She's showing me this picture of like walking down the hall. She says it gets sort of cramped, all of us, and she can't just run off. She can't dart off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that?
She does like, she'll stop like on the steps all the time, like to make sure that like we go first, or, she's just kind of slower instead of like bumping in, because it's pretty narrow there.
Yeah, she's trying to figure it out. She does not want to bump into you. And she's still, one of the things is she likes her space because she felt safe when she was in community in the city where she wouldn't say she lived there, but just where she was most of the time, is that if she didn't want to get too close to people because it's unpredictable. If she comes up behind somebody, she doesn't know, like she knows she's safe with you, but it's like a bad habit where she has to be on guard, because in a city, if she comes up behind someone who doesn't know her, it's unpredictable how they might respond. Some people who might be afraid of dogs might jump. And so she says that's her sort of weak spot, is when it gets confined, knowing how to navigate in a narrow space inside. Mm-hmm. And she said it's true. Like, I guess she's been to a pet store, not a lot. She doesn't know what that, she's like that place. Like when you take her into stores, it's the same kind of thing. She's still figuring that out. And then when there are other dogs on leashes, she's still sort of like that she still says she's still adapting and learning about that, but it's not an issue of fear. She says people think sometimes a dog is fearful because it's showing cautious behavior, but she says that it's not coming from fear. It's not because she's abused and has something like, oh, what happened? It's just because it's a new situation. And she said people do that too. If it's a new situation, they go slower. They're just figuring it out. And that's what she's more doing, because she likes to assess a situation. She says, the more we go out, the better I do. And it's like she stores the information. Like,
that's good to know.
I hope so, right?
Yeah, that she's growing and learning from that, because it can be challenging sometimes.
So you notice that she gets cautious in new like stores or out on a leash with other people and dogs?
Yeah, she just gets like excited, or, comes across as excited, or, not really listening to us.
Yeah, she says because it's a free-for-all. She's used to having to do it all on her own. So then there's what she wants to do, and then there's what you want her to do.
Right. Okay. But she does learn really quickly, which is really good.
Yes, she says the more you tell me what you want. So she says the more that you can, it's like a team. The more you can give her the rules and what's expected of her, she's like, oh, why didn't you tell me?
Right. It's like she just, like dogs just want to please us, which I'm realizing. And it's like, like you give them good praise, they'll do what you want. I just never realized that before.
Hello, Vera. So she says, I'm not one of those dogs, though, that needs a ton of praise. She says praise is good. She says she's more about like, if you say, okay, we're going to go to the store, you can have this later. She just wants information like the rules of the road. We're going to the store. We're going for a walk. Like you could meet this dog. No, that dog is, because sometimes it's the other dog or the other owner. They're used to smaller dogs. They don't know how to interact with the bigger dog. It's them, not her. And she's just like, oh, okay, not all dogs want to meet me, because she's used to running the streets and just going for it on her own. And suddenly you're saying, no, don't do this.
Right.
So she's like, she's not afraid. She's just learning like a different language of dog behavior with these domesticated dogs. Mm-hmm. But she's fine learning it. But she was an outside, very happy. She calls herself like a roaming dog, patrolling. She had her route, and she had people who she checked in with that she says they looked after me, but in a different way than we would say in the States someone was looking after her. Mm-hmm. She had places she could go. So now she doesn't get that anymore. Mm-hmm. And she's fine where she is. She loves being with you. She totally believes she goes, come on, I picked you. there were like other people that would have taken her, but it's like she escaped. She didn't want to go with just anyone. She likes
like, LA is, I've heard it's great there. Yeah, going there.
Well, no, she's like, no, it's not about LA. It's about the two of you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, exactly. It's not just LA. It's because there are people in LA who would be happier with a dog, but that's not her.
Right.
Who would like a smaller dog that's easier. She goes, she knows she's a lot of work. But she says, you're up for it. So no, it's not LA. LA is fine. She likes the weather. What she likes here is that there's so much to do and that you are actually pretty good at taking her places. She said some dog parks are better than others. So a big thing that I think that you will she's saying this, what will help you understand her is she likes instances when she feels free.
Right.
So,
those are hard though, because we don't want her to get by a car, but it's really hard to let her go free and make sure she's safe.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm seeing is like a dog training place, like you've taken her to a dog class, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's like she's been to several places. I guess different people come or something, but she would do like, I've been to a place that has a big place. Like if she could be in one of those places where you get extra time to run around for 2 hours or for not 2 hours, like
a wide open dog park, like they have.
But she's showing me like a playtime at one of those doggy daycare places, but you could be there. Like there are places like that. She would like that. She goes, the word is freedom. I've underlined it and circled it now. The more instances that you can give her freedom, and whether it's some dog training play, like I'm just thinking of this one that she would probably like. I have no idea. I'm not affiliated with them. That if she could go have playtime, like a doggy play group in a big space, whether it's like 40 minutes or instances when she can play with other dogs and she feels free, that she burns it out of her system. And then it will be easier for her to go, oh, okay, now we're going to the grocery store, or now we're going here. And then it's like, she's been able to, it's like somebody who's been to an exercise class and feels so much better.
Well, we actually do have her go on hikes with a lady in our neighborhood. She takes her like sometimes 2 times a week to these big hikes. Then she gets it out of her system because she really needs that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we do pay for that. So that's all you're getting. You're not getting like every day.
So she does like that. Is she on the leash a lot for that though?
Well, she is, but she's about to start like next week. She's going to start training her without.
Yeah. All the other dogs get to go off.
Yeah. We've just kind of been testing her and working on like the training to make sure that she doesn't like take off.
So she's still showing me, and I'm trying to, that I'm not projecting this, like this is what you should do, but I still see her in an indoor, and being free in an indoor environment is also good for her with an open space, whether it's at a friend's house, that time off of a leash to be free empowers her because she had so much of that. And yes, nobody wants to let a dog off leash on a trail unless they're 100% predictable, they will come. So that's good dog training. Because she's a dog that likes her freedom and is, as she's saying, is still adapting to a leash, it's like she's asking, can she have more freedom besides those 2 walks that are on a leash? Because in a way, it's not enough freedom. It's exercise and she feels better. But if she can be off leash, running around more frequently, it would help. So I'm asking.
Yeah.
Pardon?
She goes to the dog park too, like that. She's off leash there.
Yeah. One of those big dog parks, like there's one right by our house and it's so big. I mean, it must be like an acre and she just runs there.
Yeah. And does she get to go regularly?
Usually like 3 times a week. Yeah. So either one day she'll go to the dog park and then one day she'll go on the hike. So,
every day she basically gets something.
She needs that. Or we can tell that she has pent up energy. Like, I got to go, or I'm nudgy, or I need like something.
So with her, it's pent up energy. Like she feels better, like someone who's gone to an exercise class and says, I feel so much better. But it's also the sense of freedom of choice that she's getting from it. That is, so she could go, if she went on a very long hike on a leash, she's going to feel better, but she's also going to feel better in a different way when she's off leash, like at the dog park, because she's been allowed choice that she's used to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's that kind of freedom that she's saying she would like, that she says she misses.
Well, if you can show us that you can come back, you're welcome to go off leash. We have to come back. Can you train her with us? Talk to her.
See what?
Can you come back? Yes, we'll let you go if you come back.
So
she doesn't care.
Whatever. No, she actually does care. She does care.
And why do you bark so much when we go to the dog park?
Oh yeah, she also barks a lot.
All the other dogs.
That's a question. That might be for a later date, but like when dogs are barking, like what are they saying?
Yeah.
So that depends on the dog. I mean, like my dogs will do it to if they want to go OUT, they will do it if they want. If there's someone at the front door, they have barks for all different things. They will do it for food. It depends on the dog. So a bark is about all different things. And sometimes they want to be included in something. It just it's
like telling a person you're not allowed to talk.
Right. and so it's also like I could ask each of you, tell me about your house, and you both may tell me something totally different. And dogs are like that too. They, why are you barking? They'll tell you different things. So, but she says that you have fear of her running off, and she sees it as she's just exploring. But she says she's willing to work on it because she very much wants that freedom. But I just see her like indoors working on, that recall. It'll help her get over your fear if you can find a place where she can practice it in a safe environment, but it gives her that chance to be free.
Okay.
You can do it in your backyard if you're consistent about it, like the dog training that you take her outside and it's just for recall, and then you bring her inside and you're done until she masters it. But she really wants that off-leash freedom. And I maybe that's why I keep seeing her in this big warehouse kind of place, because of the running off. And you care about her, and dogs do run off.
Take her to Costco and let her just run free, like inside Costco or something.
Yeah.
I think of a place, right? Well, it's so big in LA, it's very confined for animals.
Well, so, I mean, I have taken my dog to an overnight dog place, and some of these places are at warehouses, and they have the play group so that a dog might be kenneled for a chunk of hours and then they get an hour playtime in the play group. I don't know if those places do play groups. I would think that there's got to be, because LA has everything, there's got to be some solution that's not, again, going to cost you even more money, that dogs can have a play group and you can let them play like a dog park, but it's more structured and you can practice.
Well, I take her over to my sister's house sometimes. Like she loves it over there. Like you've been there, right? So, and it's bigger.
And she makes Captain.
Yeah, and then she makes her dog play around. She likes that. That's the only friend's house we can take her to, like, because it's hard to socialize your dog with other people's dogs. You don't know, like, how they're going to act.
Right.
But she does have a good cousin, so she likes him.
Yeah, she says she loves that. She says we could do better. She goes, okay, this is where she's like busting you, that you could be better at practicing the off-leash recall with the treats. She goes, if we just did it, the every day for 10 minutes, I'll do it. She wants to do it. And she's very responsive, that even like you could go there. She's off leash in the house. She says the thing about their house is the island too. It gets cramped. So she has to be careful running. She can't zoom like she likes to do, like the freedom when she followed you on the bike ride, and what she likes, that's what she misses.
Okay.
And so when she's at someone else's house, it's still a house as she's navigating. She says she's not complaining.
Good.
Yeah, stop complaining.
Yeah.
No, she's not complaining. Well, she's just saying we're trying to work through this to figure out what can make it work even better.
Okay.
And so she really likes that freedom thing. And for whatever reason, I feel like she's showing me a warehouse. Let's go there and practice. I almost wonder if she ever was at a warehouse in Chile in Chile.
Right. Yeah. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows what her life was before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she wants to get that. She wants to master the freedom here.
Okay.
That's what she wants to work on. And
you
if
can practice it a little bit, like maybe if there's a time when the street's not crowded. The tennis court, but it's still confined.
Yeah, but it's
the tennis court was because then she's safe.
Okay.
So that you practice it, that like you can get her, they have, I don't know, they're longer than 6 feet. Whatever the training leashes are that people know about those leashes.
We do. We know.
We have one of those. Okay. So the extra long, I don't know if they're 30 feet or how many feet they are, where you go at one end, you tell her to sit, and then you walk away.
We had a scare with that the first time we took her to just a regular park without a fence, and she took off after birds, and she was like gone. Like we were like screaming.
She's so fast.
We had to step on the leash, and like she was just like not coming back. That was like the first week we got her. She's better now, but yeah, she would have been hit by a car for sure.
Well, for some reason, I'm getting this warehouse kind of idea where she's inside and she practices recall.
Okay, well, we'll look for that. Or if she sees it, she can tell us. If we're going around, she's like, there's a warehouse. Yeah, I mean, I would love, that would be a great business plan or model, like some kind of big warehouse where they could run around.
Mm-hmm. So someone's got to have, I mean, there's agility, there's places. She's just saying I just see her in this kind of environment where she can practice recall. Cause I mean, so when I write notes, I write words and I circle. So I have the word freedom underlined multiple times and then circled. And that's the one thing she's asking for, is if she can get better at that. But she's not complaining about anything at your house. She's not at all.
Look how she looks, very comfortable.
She's passed out. Yes. So, yes, she's very good. So you asked, is she happy? Did she have people who cared? So we sort of covered that. They did look after her. Yeah. She goes, sometimes she got more food than other days.
I wonder also too, like how she's so affectionate when she didn't have like any human contact or not that much. Like she's one of the most affectionate dogs I've ever owned. Like she just wants to get right up in our face and lay on us. And like, she really likes that human contact. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just an interesting observation.
Well, okay. So what she's saying is just because she didn't have a lot of human contact the way she has it in your house, apparently she had other dogs that she nestled with. And so you're like a dog is what she's saying. No. So, but there was still love. So she's responding to that, the love and the warmth, and that, you know, people, it's like dogs who are separate, they meet and then they cuddle with each other. She's had connection with people and animals, and she felt very safe where she was. And so for her to be affectionate with humans now in a way that she may not have been previously, she's still got love and affection that makes her able to do that with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that I get a sense that she was in a pack of other dogs that looked out for each other. And
it wasn't when we found her, she was like all alone, but maybe she had them like around the way.
Well, they would find each other because they go out during the day, but animals do find each other when they need to. And she said that the relationships, there were people who were gentle with her, the people who would feed her or pet her. There were people that she learned to trust, so that it prepped her for going further with the two of you.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And like a dog can still be in a family now, people who get puppies and, one family member cuddles with the dog and then the other one doesn't.
Right.
And so it's the same thing, but it's in her disposition to be open to receiving love and physical touch and cuddles.
I got lucky. Yeah. So nice.
You got lucky?
Right. I mean, it's just so nice for personality, really.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't ask for a better dog. Like if I picked one out, she just like checks all the boxes.
Well, that's good. And she feels the same way. Like she saw other people. I mean, she's an older dog. I mean, she's not old.
We're not sure, like, if she was 1 when we got her or she was 2. She was younger. I mean, either 1 or 2. Like, she's got real puppy energy, but, I mean, she wasn't just born, like.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's, like, bigger. So, she's been around people enough that she's got some habits in her disposition. She's open for meeting people, but she's selective of who she likes, and she clearly picked you. And I think it's your energy because you allowed her to run. You were not nervous when you were riding your bikes there. You felt very relaxed, and that's what she resonated with.
Except for when we tried to cross the highway and she almost got hit by a car.
I had to ride in the middle of the road.
Yeah, she actually like ran towards cars. Like that was the scary thing. It's like, why is this dog running towards a car? This is so dangerous. Like, and I tried to block her with my bike, and then Bianca did. And like, didn't you crash? Like,
she ran into the bike and then starts just like,
Yeah, she's just crazy. We're like, well, this poor thing is going to get hit by a car. I feel so bad taking her away from like where she was. And then she had been like 6 miles at that point. Like, she's never going to get back. Like, now what are we going to do with her? She's at the hotel.
But she says she had gone through traffic before lots of times. Okay. Did anyone tell you that they'd seen her do that?
No. Yeah, because they have so many dogs there that they wouldn't really know. You know what I mean? And we were really remote.
Yeah, it was.
So it wasn't like
literally like
it was barely a village. It was like a hotel out in the middle of like the wilderness by this river.
Yeah,
and we went together. It was just a waterfall ride that they told us to go on. So it was really far from anything. It was like no village or anything.
And she just came out of the woods and
she just came out of the woods.
She followed us through like the waterfall. Like we were hiking around and. She was like showing us, like she'd walk between the two of us. She'd stop and like look around. Yeah. And, like literally just like followed us around. Yeah,
she just popped out of nowhere. Like, why is this dog here all by herself? Like, it's the cutest thing. It was like, it was just like this little path in the woods. And then there's a dog like randomly. Mm-hmm. So strange. Like she didn't belong there. And
she was there to see you. I'm wondering, because she's used to that. I'm wondering, well, it's hard to verify. So even whether I'm right or wrong, we're not going to know. But she was there, and she says she's glad that she got to see you. She picked you for sure, and she said she didn't go with you because she had no one else to go with. She liked your energy, and she felt very safe and comfortable. She had other options in life, and she said you gals were the ones. So I'm going to see if there's anything else that she wants you to know.
Okay.
Okay, so she says, can we talk sleeping at night?
Okay.
She's got some opinions about that. I guess you've tried different things of where she's going to sleep. It's all about here, where she's going to sleep. She says that she has given you mixed messages. I'm writing this down. She says, on the bed, on the floor bed, in the room, or outside the room. She says she's slept in all 3 places.
Not all night though. I mean, just maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. She's moved around, and she says it's not. I know. Where do you want to sleep, Vera? She popped up. Where?
Let her sleep in your cage. She has a cage for at night, so that's where we put her. And she seems to want to go in there. Like, she gets tired at night. It's really cute. Like, it'll get to be like 9:30 and she's just not moving. I'm like, she wants to go to bed. And Bianca's like, it's too early. I'm like, she's ready for bed. Like, she gets so tired.
Okay, so what she's saying is, can we move the cage?
No, we cannot. No.
Okay, so there's something about the cage. She's conflicted about the sleeping. That's why she has issues like during the night a little bit. She's conflicted about whether she's in the room, outside the room. What is it, Vera? I'm trying to figure it out. She's looking straight at me. She's conflicted. What would she? Okay, so she's saying she'd like to be on the bed, but that doesn't work.
No, that would be really bad.
Yeah, she says we tried it, didn't work. She's not good.
I think she's really hot too. Like when she's with people. Like, I mean, just so you know, like her habit. Like, she gets hot and then she'll leave the bed and go to the floor. Like, I've had enough of you two.
She says she needs help figuring this out. Because she knows it doesn't work on the bed. She wants to be on the bed. The bed is really comfortable. the blankets and all. I just did a post about that the dog's wanting the blankets. She would like her crate to be more comfortable.
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah, she says it's the sleeping thing is not right now.
We'll fix it.
She would like that fixed. If I can't be on the bed, because she's given up on that
we'll let you up there when she goes out of town. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
But she still is also conflicted with the location of where this crate is. And she just says, can we move it? But you've already said, no, we can't.
That would be hard. I mean, we could move it upstairs, although then she'd have to be up there all the time.
So she's like, well, can we have two? She's sort of funny. She has feelings about where she's sleeping at night. Okay. She says it's not figured out. It's not working. And she has these 3 places on the bed, in the room, or outside the room. Those 3.
She's trying to get this like.
Let me see. Well, we can try. We could move it. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
How do we know if she's happier, though? We'll have to have her talk to you again.
Well, she says you'll know. She goes, you can tell, but she says, I shouldn't be restless. She wants to sleep through the night, but she wants to be closer to you. She feels safe. Is she doing something?
She just like has her ear, like she's just looking right.
You feel safer. She wants to be closer with you at night, huh, Vera? You want to be close. She wants to be, okay. It's good looking at her. She's like, I want to.
Right. Listen, ladies.
Hi, Vera. She wants to be with them. She really does. She wants you to move the crate closer to you.
Under my desk in the office?
No, in the bedroom.
Oh.
I mean, she does look really sad at night. I gotta tell you.
I suppose then we could clear up that space.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, that's her issue. She says, you were worried whether I'm mad at all. She goes, I really want the sleeping thing could be better. She wants to be with you. And she doesn't want to have 3 options.
She's like, see, she got it.
Oh, she did it. I know, Vera. That's good. She laid back down.
She's like, why didn't you talk to this woman before? All right. I didn't even think of it. She seems so happy.
So I just felt this huge relief, like looking at her, how she settled back down. Okay. So she's relaxed now that we got that cleared up. That's good. What else, Vera? Is there anything else? She says, no, that covers it. But she says the bath thing.
When she gets a bath?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She's like, we might as well talk about that too. Pardon?
I'm kidding. I was like, what don't you like about the bath? I mean, she doesn't really like getting bathed. No.
She doesn't?
No.
She goes to the groomers and we don't know what happens. But
sometimes we take her to with ourselves just to like the Petco's, and we wash her in those tubs, and that's really hard to get her in that, and she doesn't like it. But we're not professionals, but we're trying our best. So
she's like, can I just stand? No, she doesn't want to be lifted into a tub. She doesn't like being confined like that. She's sort of like, can I come show you? Like, so I've got 2 big dogs. So she's like, she would stand there. She wants a bigger towel. But she doesn't like how the baths are going right now. But she says she likes being clean. So it's not that she doesn't want to be cleaned. It's the process of how she's being washed. She doesn't like. And where she is, it's the same thing. She has issues about being confined. And when she goes like to the other place, and then she has to wait. She says, I have to wait for you. And it's confined and there's other dogs, and it makes her uncomfortable because she's used to the open space, and being in a narrow space is not good. But like the bigger space, she goes, we could make it work where you take her. You guys could do it. She goes, but not put me up, just do it at a place where I'm lower stand and have the towel. And she's like, I know we could do this.
Okay.
Because she likes to be clean, but she's like, bring a bigger towel. Someone's not using a towel that's big enough so that it takes too long to dry off. It's like these little towels.
What?
Yeah. I guess she's had, like, when she was first bathed, because she's had it before where she was bathed. Maybe it was when she was there or when she first got here, that it was a bigger towel and they just did it and she liked it that way. It's like a fell swoop.
I don't know how they do it in Chile. The Chilean baths may be different than the...
Yes, and the Roman baths and the Mexican baths. No, she doesn't want a bunch of towels and slow. She's like, if they could just wash me, dry me off, and I'm done, it's okay.
All right.
But she's sort of picky about people, like say someone's new at it and is like trying to figure it out. That makes her nervous. She likes when she's with people who have a strong sense of what they're doing. It makes her feel more comfortable because she can trust them better because she feels like she's in good hands. She has an opinion about that.
Okay.
And so that's why she brought up the baths. There's something that could be done better to make it more comfortable and faster. Mm-hmm. So, and it, for whatever reason, it has to do with the towels too. That, and you don't, she says, there's a way you don't have to lift her up so much when you take her and shower her. That, like, she's like, she's telling me, like, tell them I wash my dogs in the backyard on the patio with a hose and they just stand there.
Oh, and isn't it too cold or it's fine?
No, I do it really. In fact, they come, they see the towels and I get the hose and I say, come on, it's your turn. And I get them wet. I dump the shampoo, I clean them, I hose them off.
Well, we'll be bringing her to your house.
Yeah. But she might like that.
Okay, we'll try it.
Yeah. Okay. So that was her other thing, the bed and the bath. Those are her two things. She says the food is good. You've got covered. You've already discovered that she gets sensitive about food at certain times.
She doesn't have any human food, which is good. I'm trying to be a better pet owner and not give this dog any human food.
I mean, and she gets sensitive because when she goes on her hikes, she has to.
Oh yeah, she gets car sick.
Car ride, so she can't eat beforehand.
Yeah, tell her about the Dramamine.
Yeah, she takes.
Does she know about the Dramamine?
No.
Oh, she has to take Dramamine when she gets in the bus or in the van with the hike lady because she actually vomits. What's that?
Okay. Well, no, that hadn't come up. I'm asking her if she has anything to say about that. She goes, the car ride, she doesn't like it when there's slow traffic and it gets crowded in the car. So she gets jostled.
But isn't that funny that a dog has to take Dramamine? I've never heard of a dog getting like car sick. Like,
oh, they do. A lot of dogs do. Oh. It's come up a lot. Some dogs don't like car rides. They do get car sick. Some of them have told me they want to sit in a certain place. Uh-huh. Like she says that she gets jostled, and some days it's more crowded than others.
Yeah, she's in the van, so we don't know what happens when she's with our, the dog walker.
Yeah, but Dramamine definitely it's going to slow her down.
Oh, okay.
On her runs,
right? But the dog walker doesn't like her to get sick in the van, so she's like, you have to give it to her before she goes. So I guess she's all right now. In the beginning, it was a little hard to give it to her, but now she takes it and she just takes it like 45 minutes before she goes and she's good.
And she's fine on the walks. Have you seen videos of her on the walks?
Yeah, she looks fine on the walks. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't look like loopy or anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had never heard of taking Dramamine for dogs. So I was like kind of surprised it worked, but she's fine in the car if it's not zig. It's more like if you're going up a mountain road, and there's a lot of turns, like on the highway, when I've taken her like over to Sherman Oaks, she's fine.
Yeah. The turns. Well, she's also getting jostled. I mean, if she's just in the van, she's not in a crate in the van, is she?
No, she's just like free. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's sort of getting jostled, and then she's got these other dogs. So it's not like a steady, she's always sort of trying to get comfortable.
Yeah.
Hi there, Vera. Did you want to say anything else? She got up. Now she's right here. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi there. She's looking in here. That's good. So Vera, what else would you like to know? You like your dog. She wants more. She loves the outings, the running. She's going back to wanting the freedom. And
we'll put your cage upstairs.
Okay. So that's her big request. So
upstairs. All right.
Well, yeah, because she doesn't. She just was asleep.
Really? Okay.
Well, part of it is because she wants to be close to you. You know, she likes it. Hi, baby. She's blinking. Okay, Vera. What else? Is there anything you want to know about medical? She says the digestive thing that sets the food.
Oh, I don't know. Medical. I mean, let's see.
No, I was seeing if there's something she wants to tell me about.
Oh, tell her privately. We won't listen.
Oh, Vera. Oh, she wants you to know everything. She says we have no secrets. So Vera, is there something that you would like for Hallie to know?
Because I make her watch a lot of basketball with me.
Oh.
She's fine with you watching basketball because it means that she has more time that she gets to sit with you. Right, Vera? So she says, whatever you want to watch is fine. She just likes she likes you.
She's just like a lot of love. You're a lot of love.
Thank you.
I mean, she's just so lovey, like it's really sweet. Because, I've had dogs that won't come over and, it's really nice.
Yes, that's a big part of her personality is just loving you and supporting you. But you give back to her and letting her be who she is.
I do. I have to get up every morning. I don't have to, but I get up every morning and I walk her like from 7:30 to 8:30, like usually like 45 minutes to an hour when she's not going on a hike. So it's like that really long walk. Sometimes I'll walk her all the way over to Santa Monica Airport. She'll run around the dog park there and then I walk her all the way home.
Oh, that's good.
I've gotten like a ton of more exercise since I've gotten her.
Yes, that's good. So I'm going to ask her. Oh, she says that sometimes you mix up the routes in which you go. You don't always.
Yeah.
Pardon?
For sure. Yes, that's true.
You don't always go the same way. And she likes that. But sometimes she says one of them is more remote and that we need to be careful. I guess, you're careful in the morning.
Okay.
So she says that.
Well, that's when I go straight up Palms. Then she's like, oh, there's a lot of.
Oh, well, she knows that one of the routes you have to be careful with. Okay. So she says, be careful. And then for Bianca, I'm asking her what she wants you to know. Oh,
well, she just turned her back. She's like, you.
Yes. Yeah. She turned around to face you. That's good. Okay. What do you want Bianca to know? Well, she loves you for sure.
Thank you.
And for whatever reason, I got an image of a bird and, what does a bird have to do? She likes birds. She says you like birds.
She loves birds. She loves birds.
Oh, yeah. Well, at first she thought she could catch a bird and catch a squirrel.
Catch a bird.
Then I think she realized, you can't catch a bird or squirrel. So she's getting better about that.
So for some reason, she is talking, Bianca, about a bird with you and that she wants you to know something about this bird. She's staring straight at you. I can see her doing that. Mm-hmm. And you have a connection with the bird. And what do you want her to know about the bird? I was looking at her, she's just blinking her eyes. Okay, so you had a bird and that it was an important connection and that you love that bird. And it's like she's trying to get you a bird. For whatever reason, I just see her with this bird that she's trying to get you a bird.
Oh, I'll lasso the moon for you. I'm going to get you that bird and bring it home.
Yeah, but as a gift, she says as a gift, there's something about, she wants to give you a bird for some reason.
It's okay, dear.
And she's staring straight at you about this.
Aw. She also looks you in the eye. That's something with her, which is really interesting. I've never seen a dog that will look at you for such a long time.
She's communicating. I mean, she's very communicative and she has a definitive sense of what she wants. She keeps staring. She's not letting go of this bird thing for Bianca.
Okay. Well, if you get her the bird, can it be alive? I mean, don't kill it.
Yeah, don't kill it.
She says it's a symbol. She says it's more of a symbol of something. And so maybe this is something for you to think about, like what a bird means to you and why she would want to. So I see her and it's like here.
How about an airplane?
No, it's a bird. She says it's and she's like, nice try. What does she want? She wants Bianca to know something about a bird. Okay, so I'm not getting it.
Well, we'll let you know if something pops up.
Vera. Okay, so she's just saying, Bianca, think about it, a bird, how we can be linked. But I want to see if I can get something else because I feel unsettled. Bianca, what is it about what is it you'd like Bianca to know? Okay, that you did good taking me. Oh, okay. So then she's going back to this bird thing. She wants you to notice birds. Start noticing the birds.
Okay, I'll start noticing.
When they pop up. And it's like there was a bird when you found me. Do you remember a bird when you found her or when she was running? There's something about a bird, like a symbolic thing about.
Oh, what about the hotel? It was Vira Vira and Beyond, and it had those birds.
Yeah, there were birds everywhere.
Oh, I mean, there were birds, a lot of birds in Chile, but
yeah, that was kind of like
she says, I'm trying to show you something. There's some meaning to you that has to do with birds and a message for you that she's trying to show you. So maybe at the hotel, it's just a bird that's up. And it's like she's trying to lead you and show you something about a bird that has a message for you. That's a good message.
Okay.
So you may figure it out. I hope you do.
Could be a mystery. Well, maybe it'll come to us like when there'll be something in the future, and then maybe we can pick it up again later. I don't know.
Well, it's there. I believe just from the conversations I've had with animals that I'm trying to see if there's something else that she wants Bianca to know. And she's not changing. She's just saying that there's a bird that I'm trying to get you or show you.
And there's a
message.
bird from the logo.
Right.
The logo of the hotel that she chased us to is a bird.
Here.
Oh, okay. So from the beginning.
You can't see that. Yeah.
So the place you stayed was beyond Vira Vira?
No, it's beyond Vira Vira, but like their logo is actually like a bird.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so see if the logo of that bird means something because it's tied right there with her name. You named her after that place.
Right.
And there's a bird there, and there's something in that bird that has a message for you that she wants you to know. Whether it's the kind of bird with the name, like why did that hotel choose the bird, but it's linked to the dog. And maybe the fact that, you said you had a bird when you were little, but for some reason, this bird is important to you.
This one? Is that the bird, Vera?
I think so. But she says you'll get it. It is. She says you're good at figuring things out and you like this kind of thing. It's like a code. So let us know.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
No, I think that kind of is a good, all-encompassing.
Yeah. That's good.
So sometimes it winds through like to get to the nugget stuff of what it is that was really important to her. And I feel like this bed thing and this freedom thing.
Yeah. Well, the freedom thing is obvious. It's like, that just shows itself. Every time she goes to a park, she's just like zooming. So we'll try and we'll look for an indoor warehouse. Although I wonder if she'd love indoors as much because it's not like, you know what I mean? It's so flat. Oh.
What it is this space. It's like the dog park. Mm-hmm. But I think that whatever it is that this indoor space that she's showing me that I'm sort of getting a sense of is that it's more controlled so that you can work her more and she can grow from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or when Bianca said like a tennis court, something.
Right, that's close by. We can just walk up there.
Yeah.
But she wants you to be consistent practicing so she can get there to be off leash. She understands it because the leash is an issue for her. Not like some dogs like hate the leash, but she'd like to be able to also walk without the leash in a space.
Right.
That's what she misses.
Yeah. Well, we want her to do that as well. So we'll work on it.
Okay. All right. Well, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. I'm happy to follow up. And I'm very interested to find out what the bird means.
Okay.
And we'll let you know for sure. Thank you so much. Thanks for
you're welcome. Thank you. And so if people want to follow her adventures, where can they find you on Instagram?
She has her own Instagram.
Chile Pup Vira Vira.
Okay, perfect. I will add that in the show notes so people can find out more about Chile Pup Vira Vira on Instagram, the rescue dog who followed you out of the woods.
Yeah, she is.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Talking with the Dogs. Hope today's episode made you want to understand your own dog better and appreciate that every dog has a story and something to say. Subscribe now for more dog stories and insights into animal communication and what it's like to be a dog whisperer. Review this episode on Apple Podcasts or follow Talking with the Dogs on Instagram or Facebook and sign up for a chance for you and your dog to be a guest on the show. Whatever you do, I hope you'll spend time talking with the dogs.